My fingers, they don't be feeling even. The slightest uneven touch sent a powerful urge rushing through my body. The need to even all the sensations across my phalangeal digits. Hi, my name is Deck, and welcome to Every Little Bit, a place where I spill my brain gunk and emotional sludge onto the floor so I can pick through it and figure out what the hell is going on up in there. And I mean, you can all watch, I guess, if you want. Freaking weirdos. So what was that all about anyway? Well, today I'll be sharing my experiences of uneven sensations across my body and how the experience compels me to remove mine own epidermis. Back to the fingers. When I was a little kiddly-winkle, if I were to ever touch a surface unevenly as I casually passed by, I would be compelled to touch it with the rest of my fingers. I do not know why, but I was compelled from the depths of my soul to make sure everything felt even. This was something I thought I had grown out of, actually. However, as I wrote this script, I became acutely aware that some of my fingers were touching keys more often than others and were becoming uneven. And I've just been successfully becoming uneven and becoming uneven and becoming uneven. Becoming uneven, then needed correction, and well, fuck me, I've not actually grown out of this at all. I've just been really successfully repressing it this whole time, and now I'm being compelled to tappy the keyboard evenly. It's all well and good to make sure all of the fingers on one hand are evenly touched, but then the feelings on the other hand feel left out. So, then I'd have to touch all of the fingers on the other hand as many times and with the same amount of pressure as I had the fingers on the other hand. Oh, what's this? It's been so long now since the first hand was touched that now it feels like it has not received an even amount of contact and pressure. So then I have to repeat the process on that hand and then back to the other hand and back and forth until I'm annoyed, upset, and I feel like I've accomplished nothing. It just became a frustrating cycle of overcorrection. Why don't you just, not do it, though? I feel like if I didn't follow through with the necessary corrections, that something horrible would happen, like someone I loved would die, and it would be because I didn't touch the tree with the correct amount of pressure across the correct areas of my hand. That's why I couldn't just not do it. Because I would feel horrible if I did not. I've been warring with my brain ever since I was a child. Although, at this point, it feels less like there's a brain up there, and more like there's a goblin with a sharp stick inside my skull that presses the buttons and yanks at the levers of a control panel. And every time I try and swat him to teach him who's actually in charge, he just fucking stabs my hand. Then I just have to, put my other hand in there so I can get stabbed an equal amount, to keep it all even. The same damn thing applied to my toes. If a toe brushed up against another toe, then I would have to rub all the toes on that foot together against one another to create equilibrium. But, oh golly, oh gosh, oh goodness, you guess what? That's right, you got it correct. The other one now feels left out.
What about us? What about our touchinses?
And after I've corrected everything on that foot, now it's been long enough that the original foot now feels left out. This would literally stop me in my tracks. I would halt walking to do this over and over again. until I'd become so frustrated with some sort of sensory overload that I would just let out a scream through gritted teeth. The hand and toe things were annoying and inconvenient, but they weren't the worst. Oh, that's right. God, for the worst were my eyelids. Fucking bid, I blinked one eyelid even a fraction of a second faster than the other. Oh fuck, now my eyelids feel uneven. Shit, I gotta correct this. Oh shit, now the other one feels less heavily blinked. I go, oh shit, now it's still uneven. And what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Leave me alone. Ha ha ha! Look at this weird little guy. What a strange bastard. Look at his silly bastard eyes. Ah ha 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 ha. It would happen so much that my eyes would become tired and sore from blinking. It was not just blinking though. The blinks were super exaggerated. And there was a lot also involved some eye rolling, so that by the end of the day, my eyes felt sore and stretched and just tired. When I was in about grade 4, I had to acquire glasses for reading, writing, and drawing. My optometrist told me that rolling my eyes was one of the likely causes of the strain that resulted in me needing to get glasses in the first place. So, there's that too. Just be like that, you know? It's fine. It's fine though. These are weird little things that are difficult to understand and to point out. Especially because I was a strange little creature of a child. An adolescent. And also adult. Look, I've just come to grips with the fact that I'm just a funky little creature, and that's just the reality of it. I can't really blame people for not picking out the extra weird things that I was doing when all of me at that point in time was dramatic and extra and odd and strange. It'd just be like that, so I don't fault anyone. Well, that was something that plagued me through the entirety of my childhood. Whether it was feeling between my fingers on something, my eyes blinking unevenly, or my toes feeling like they connected too strongly with one toe and not another, or just with the ground in general, or my shoe. After all this time, what was this thing that inconvenienced me so heavily throughout my childhood? I don't have an answer. What? You thought I had an answer? No. That's why you're here. To tell me what's wrong with me. What? You thought this was a free ride? No. Like you could just sit here and watch me without contributing anything? Nope. No. You're my psychiatrist now. You're my expert here to tell me what's wrong and how to fix me. You thought you were getting this for free? Nah, I don't think so, you greedy little bastard! Anyway, that's a story from my childhood. Tune in next time, I guess, when I tell you about smooth concrete and other things that make me recoil in disgust with every fibre of my being. Bye, everyone. Look after yourselves and remember to drink water.